Morning guys, so this is, I don't know, vlog 8 maybe? I'm just guessing now. I don't know what vlog it is, but I know yesterday Theo woke up at 5 and I was complaining, and I take it all back because this morning he woke up at 3:30 and wouldn't go back to sleep. So yeah, I was praying for 5. And plus I was on the school run this morning. Pete was away, so I couldn't tag him in. So I had to take Sophia to school with Theo. Theo was wild and grumpy, as you can imagine, after having no sleep. So yeah, I'm in desperate need of sleep myself and some tea or something. I can't push this pram and vlog, so I'm going to turn it off. But yeah, in desperate need of a tea. But Theo, now that he's been out of his pram, doesn't want to go back in the house, and it's a lovely day. So we've come back from dropping Sophia off at school and we're going straight to the park at the end of the road. There's like a little play park, which is quite convenient. So I'm hoping to tire him out there, get him down for an early nap, and then Mum can have an early nap. Round in circles. We're going for the swing. Oh, no, changed our mind. Not for the swing. Seesaw? Climbing frame? Back to the swing. Oh dear. Good boy. Good boy. Whee! You want to go? You want to go on there? It's too big for you, I think. You can go on the littler swings. Your knees are a bit dirty. We got them dirty knees. Ready? Whee! Is that fun? Whee! Oh, your braces have ridden up a bit. Oh, they're the wrong way round. One of your straps is upside down. Whee! The motor car. Morning everybody. I'm trying to slap this smile on my face because I feel like death today. I'm not sure why. I don't know whether maybe I'm picking up whatever Theo's picked up from nursery because he's got a bit of a cough and a cold, or it's just sheer exhaustion because he's just not been sleeping at all. He wasn't too bad last night. He was just kept waking non-stop and then he'd go back to sleep. So yeah, it's an improvement at least on getting up at like 3:45 and not going back to bed. So I'm feeling pretty rough today. I've put my makeup on in hopes that I'll feel a little bit better. Plus I've got to drop him to nursery this morning, so I've got fingers crossed that he's actually gonna enjoy nursery today. He did enjoy it the last time I picked him up. He was really giggling when I got there, but he still cried his eyes out when I dropped him. So a lot of my friends have said that their babies cried every time they went into nursery for like 2 months, and then one day they just didn't cry, and then they just haven't been upset going in since. So I'm hoping that day is coming soon. He's just playing downstairs. So yeah, we're just gonna pack up the car, take him over, and then I'm hopefully gonna get some work done, even though I'm feeling so rough. I should just start calling these vlogs the nursery diaries, really. He's just gone in and he cried initially when I got into the like little porch bit, and then his key worker Emma came out and he cried a bit more, but then I just stayed and cuddled him and chatted to Emma because there was a little girl blocking the entrance, so she had to wait for someone to move her. So as we had a chat, he started laughing and smiling and then waving at the other kids through the glass door. So I was thinking, oh look, he's excited to get in. I was going, you want to play, don't you? And then he was laughing with Emma, all going really well. And then I went, go on then. And she picked him up and he screamed the place down. So I think it is just missing me. I think he just wants me with him. I think that's all it is. I was worrying that maybe he didn't like nursery and that was why, because he's never really been that clingy. I think I've said before, he's only just really started getting clingy, which I think is quite late because he's like 14 months now. So I think it's just the fact that he's clinging to me rather than he doesn't like nursery. He looked really excited to see the kids. So that makes me feel a little bit better, because obviously I'm going to be back in a couple of hours and I feel, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry, I'm not crying, I've just sneezed. And yeah, that makes me feel a bit better because I am going back for him. And obviously I don't want him missing me and I don't want him to feel like I'm leaving him. But the more he gets used to the fact that I'm not leaving him, I am coming back, I think the better for him. I don't want him to be like a 5-year-old going into school crying his eyes out for me. I think let's just sort it out now and hopefully he gets used to the fact that mum always comes back. So I'm feeling a lot better about nursery today. Okay, so I've managed to edit and I'm now uploading today's video, and I'm just feeling rougher than ever. So I've decided, rather than push myself and make myself feel worse, especially for picking up Theo later, I'm going to just take this time, just have a bit of a rest. But I'm not going to waste it completely. I'm going to have a bit of self-development and I'm going to listen to an audiobook. I've got a fair few downloaded on Audible at the moment. So I'm just gonna sit and listen to one of them and maybe have a little snooze until he gets back, and then hopefully I'll just be on better form tomorrow. I'll leave a link below to Audible if you're not a member, and I should have a discount code for you down below if you fancy listening to some audiobooks. And some I'd recommend are, well, I'm really into like self-development, so all of mine are self-development books, but I'd really recommend anything by Mel Robbins. I listened to her 5-Second Rule, and that's a really good one, especially if you procrastinate a lot like me. And she's also had, it's not actually a book, I think it's literally just an audiobook, so it's a bit like interviews. She's got one called Kick-Ass with Mel Robbins, that's really good as well. And then, but I think I'm going to download something new now, because I've got a fair few credits at the moment. So I'm just going to lie down, headphones in, and listen to an audiobook. Hi guys, so having a little lie down didn't work. I'm still feeling rubbish, so we've got an hour till we pick up Theo, so we've decided to come for a little pub lunch down the end of the road, get some energy, because the nursery has just texted me. I was hoping maybe he'd come home and have a nap so that I could have a nap when he gets back, but the nursery have just texted me to say that he's been asleep since 11 and he's still asleep now, an hour later. So I don't think I'll be getting any nap time this afternoon, so just push on through. What have you ordered?
Bit of gammon.
Oh,
gammon.
yeah.
I'm on the Marbs diet.
Yeah, and pineapple. Oh yeah, Marbs diet with chunky chips.
Hidden abs.
I've got jacket potato with cheese and beans. We're just in the Buffers, which is at the end of our road, which is a little pub we usually come to for Sunday roast, because we can literally just walk down here, so it's nice. Starving. So we've had our first nursery accident form through. Might be the second accident form through actually, but the first actual visible injury. You know, that moment when it came through. We're on an app called Baby Days, and the accident form comes through automatically. So before I'd spoken to anyone at the nursery, the notification came up for accident, and you know, when your heart's like in your mouth. So I'll show you our little wounded soldier's injury, bless him. And show everyone your sore lip. Puppy. Let's see. Oh, look, on his lip and chin there. Yeah, so apparently he fell over in the corner of the room and just caught his lip and chin, bless him. But he was very brave, and they just put a cold compress on it, and he's fine, they said. You okay, bub? He's still getting over whatever he had from last week, but he's a lot better. So we're having big sleeps, aren't we? Big sleeps. Hooked on this well after it's been on. Britain's Best Home Cook. I'd never heard of it before. Oh, that's unfortunate the way the sign guy is at the bottom there. Didn't realise I'd paused it there. But basically I'm watching it on catch up, and they only have it signed now because it's over. So I'm watching the whole series, like piling through every episode, and I'm really enjoying it. So that was all of the footage that I got over those 2 days, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. For some reason, I keep forgetting to finish off the vlog at the end of the day and say goodnight to you all, but this is my first week vlogging and I'll be sure to work on that. So I hope you've really enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment down below and tell me what else you might like to see. Don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you all soon. Bye.